Welcome to Media Glitch. I am your host for this segment, Miranda, and I've got with me, of course, everyone knows, good old Joel.
What's going on, guys?
We've got a fun game today. You and I both started playing Black Desert Online. So to give a bit of an introduction to this one, Black Desert Online, it comes to us from the company Pearl Abyss, a Korean company actually. I guess they'd been developing this for a number of years. It is a sandbox-style, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. You run around.
That's a mouthful.
It kind of is. You run around as one of 14 different characters, leveling by killing monsters, completing quests, and engaging in player versus player. There's an entire, story behind it as far as how you progress, like what's going on in the world. There's a lot of like political intrigue. You've got this weird like black demon that you sort of interact with.
He's awesome.
Indeed. So he's kind of, he's like your guide. If you've ever played Zelda, you might be familiar with Navi. He's basically...
But not that annoying.
He's kind of annoying so far. Anyway.
Well, I like that you have to actually push a button to make him come up.
Yeah.
Well, not in the beginning, but,
yeah,
later.
Sometimes he'll...
Later down the
Sometimes
road.
he'll butt in. But either way, so I think what we're agreeing to do here is a two-part review on this.
This is going to be a little different, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's so big.
Well, due to the nature of MMORPGs, we just didn't have enough time to get to end game with it. You've got your first part of the game where you're leveling and developing and learning about it, and then you've got end game content, which usually is different enough that it probably warrants another review. So,
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, I think I put 28 hours,
I have like 15.
maybe more into that. I got to around level... It's funny. Was I doing maybe I played more because I'm to level 28.
28?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm level 25, I believe.
Oh, we're skipping again.
And I want to say the cap is around 56 or 59, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
So, we haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh.
So,
Too bad.
So, I would say the first half we're going to be talking about kind of impressions of the game. I will say that it does appear, at least, that this game has a very rich world. You've got a lot of environments, and, you can sail on ships, you're running through forests, you're exploring ruined
I didn't
castles.
even do the ship sailing stuff.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten that far yet either. But you've got a lot of environments, and it is a very seamless game. One of the things that Pearl Abyss was very proud of in this game is that you don't load into zones. Everything is real-time rendering as you get in there. My favorite part, of course, you start off with a donkey, you can eventually move on to riding horse.
I did get a horse.
Far superior. Donkeys are terrible to ride.
I'm still rolling on my donkey though, even though I have a horse.
The donkey's horrible. It doesn't turn. It doesn't do what you want. Like, you try to stop, and he just sort of starts turning around. Like, he's awful.
The game
Don't
looks
ride the
beautiful
donkey.
though, man.
It is. It is a beautiful game. And so, wow.
I
That
know,
is
man. Like,
so professional.
I swear, I'm not trying to.
Uh-huh.
It's an
So-
actor. I kind of have to take this. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I won't. I'll call him back later. It's fine.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, yes, you agree that the world's pretty rich and has a lot of depth. And
Yeah. Are you touching on graphics here in a minute?
Yeah, I think this is the part where we talk about graphics.
Okay, go ahead, and then I'll input after that. Because
This game is intense. You will need at least an i5.
Is that your person?
Availability. You can make pretty much any type of character that you want, as long as you want a character out of something like Final Fantasy. Or if you do what I do and make Joel hate you.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so good.
That's not the character I was running around with.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. That's funny. I like that.
I actually decided to play Valkyrie because she's the most paladin-like. She's really, really a lot of fun. But yeah, so character creation I know is a huge element of the game. So I spent like 2 hours making my character. I don't know if that's what you did or not. And the naming convention I found to be very, very frustrating. Whenever you play this game, you create your character and you actually hop into any server that's available at any given moment, which means that your name and your family name have to be unique across a whole game. You can't just have, Media Glitch on one server, Media Glitch on another server.
Right.
That's the only name you can have for the whole game. So that, I felt, took a lot of time if you like having, character names that sound like medieval or, in your fantasy world or something you particularly like, it's probably taken.
What's your go-to name? Or do you not want to say?
I didn't have one. I think the family name I just did was Wargamer Girl. But the name, I just went onto a name generator for Adeptus Sororitas and started going through there. So
okay.
That worked. Now, the other element to the game, of course, the high customization of your characters, but there's also, like, high customization of, like, player housing. There's this whole, like, happy home designer element that I did not really get much time to mess with. I believe you have to actually pay to kind of use a lot of this stuff in here. But if you buy housing, which you can buy houses in multiple towns and have many, many houses, you can decorate them all individually. And this is very Sims style. I don't know if you played The Sims. This reminds me exactly of The Sims. I thought it was kind of weird.
I was writing you. I'm like, how do I save my stuff? I think you gotta buy a house. Okay.
You gotta buy a house, and you have to buy a chest to put in the house so that you can put your stuff in the chest in the house in that one town. Yes.
Like, I'm new to MMO, so like a lot of the. I mean, I played Final Fantasy 14. I dabbled in Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah.
This is way
beyond
different.
that.
Way
yeah.
different.
No, this is way beyond that. So it's just.
Did we pass the graphics, huh?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me just say, I think the graphics are amazing on this game.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is that your NPCs are like loading up, trying to keep up with you sometimes when you're going really fast.
You can customize the load distance on
yeah.
setting.
I tried. I cranked everything up.
Oh, yeah, you did? Oh,
I cranked everything up. And I still had, like, it was still like, there was a little bit of pause happen. Not pause, but you could just see things trying to load up at the time. So
I do know that whenever you buy the game, the minimum system requirements are something like an i5 and a GTX 970 or higher. So it will be very intensive for your computer if you don't already have kind of a really beefy computer to run with. Now, we've already talked a bit about the game and getting into it. How about leveling? Combat. You fight monsters all of the time.
So good.
Now, combat is actually really fun. This is a combo style game. It actually feels a lot like just a basic fighter game if you've ever played like Soul Calibur or something. It reminded me a lot of that. So, you've got different combos that you can do between the mouse buttons and the buttons on the keyboard, and you chain things together and kill swaths and swaths of enemies. And the reload time of mobs, and from what I could see, was pretty much endless. So you could literally stand in one place in the world if it had a bunch of mobs and fight there for hours.
Which is what I did. And how I got to level 28.
That is the bulk of how you level. So I will point that out. But fun. And so you better enjoy that if you're going to level up in this game. Yeah, tons and tons of grinding. We haven't gotten far enough yet. I guess 27 hours or whatever still. We already need to at least double that to try and reach end game content for that.
I think when I started, it was like a double XP weekend or something was going on, because I was like leveling up pretty fast. So, in my defense, or I'm not defending nothing. Sorry.
Well, and there's a whole bunch going on in this game. There's a lot of stuff in here I don't understand still. I'm still figuring out how a lot of the sell stuff. You've got a regular marketplace, which if you've played Warcraft is just the auction house. So that's player market. Then you've got this market. I have no idea. I don't know what this is at all. There's like this weird trading post that exists in different towns. And here you can learn different abilities, I guess. I don't know. Your talents get reset at like level 56 or something, so I didn't worry about it. And then there's costumes. There's a whole market and demographic for making costumes in this game. And that's part of how you make so much money. Mudflation in this game is through the roof. Everything's millions of gold here and there, so that just didn't... It's almost desensitizing when the numbers are just so big. You might as well just... I don't know why they didn't cram it down or anything like that. So, overall, first impressions, I didn't care for the game actually all that much when I first started it, because the graphics are really pretty. The art style is just not something I super care about. It just feels very generic. But as you get more into it, the way your mount moves, like your horse actually turns like a horse and there's mounted combat, and you learn more about the game, it becomes a lot more interesting and just starts doing what all MMOs do and becomes a black hole of time for you. Right. So I don't know if I said it earlier, but it's right now selling on Steam for $10, and it's easily worth $10. If you've got the graphic
Is it $10?
capability. Base
No
game
way.
is $10.
Really?
Checked it on the way here.
I thought it was more expensive than that.
There are bundles that upgrade from there. I think there's like a $30 and a $40 or $50 bundle, but I don't know what's all in there. But base game, $10. So give it a shot, do it.
My first impressions were, I just went on. I wasn't sure what I was doing, and then 10 hours later, I was like, "This is awesome."
But you still didn't know what he was
and
doing.
then I still didn't know. I would be texting her and stuff. You know, I'm a console gamer. You know, and plus I'm a retro gamer too.
Yeah.
So this is like humongous, the stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
But man, this is my favorite thing to do right now. Like, it's what I've been playing all the time, and I love it so much. I can't say enough good things about it. The combat's addictive. I like the graphics. I like kind of like the plot that's going on right now with like this little evil thing that's kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we could touch on that for a moment.
Are we helping this little evil guy?
This little evil guy?
At one point, take over the world? I don't know what's going on, but...
Yeah, so just throw out there real quick. When you start your character, like, every character in the game actually has that Navi demon character that follows you around, and you're actually helping him absorb and gain power, and you don't know why yet, so... And
that's why I like the look of the game. Like, you weren't too keen on it, but I like the demon, the demonic, and I like that kind of macabre thing. It's not really macabre, but it's dark.
So, and Joel, what class do you play in the game?
Moving on.
So go buy Black Desert Online if any of this gameplay footage appealed to you, because it will happily suck away your time, and for $10, it's easily worth it. We will definitely come back, though, with a follow-up review.
This is part 1.
Talking about endgame content. So thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you let Joel know that you love him, and we will see you guys next time. Also, you can also follow me on my channel at YouTube/WarGamerGirl, and I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/WarGamerGirl, so I will probably be streaming this game a bit in the future. So thank you guys for watching. See you later.
Bye-bye.